Welcome to Baby Boomer Tales. My name's Jim. Thank you for riding along today. You can find us at babyboomertales.com. You can contact us at babyboomertales@gmail.com. You can find our Facebook page, Baby Boomer Tales, and our webpage has links to our Boomers General Store, a place where you can review and purchase my book. Great, wonderful pictures of the countries I talk about here on this podcast, and links to wherever you want to find this podcast. The other day, all of a sudden my phone blew up saying, tornado warning, take cover, go to the basement, cover your head. It just kept blaring at me. My wife did the same thing. So I did whatever any other good Midwesterner would do under the circumstances like this. Now the wind was blowing and it got darker and it was starting to rain pretty hard and stuff. But I went outside to see if I could see it. Isn't that what you do? No, it's not what you do, and I do not recommend that. I recommend finding shelter. We have a place downstairs. I told Kim, put your shoes on in case you need to skedaddle downstairs. But I went out there and I didn't see anything. Later, I saw a video of a storm chaser just south of my house. And the clouds and everything looked just like what I was looking at. And he explained that right after a couple of lightning flashes, things opened up just a minute and you could see this tornado. And this tornado that the storm chaser was filming actually hit a town 10 miles south of us. I call it the big town. If I don't want to go north to the city, I go south to the big town. It has a Walmart and some nice like tractor stores and Home Depot type stores. And it's a pretty nice town. Well, it tore things up on the south end of that town. But all those tornadoes and stuff went south of us going northeast. And we were just on the northern edge of it. So thank goodness nothing happened. Standing at the doorway out of my garage watching to make sure the hail wasn't too big. Because we've had softball-sized hail here before. Wiped out a roof and windows and all kinds of stuff before. But this was, I don't know. Once in a while I saw something. It sounded like hail. The next day, one of my big trees, about half of the leaves were off of it. It looks kind of funny up there. I don't know if the leaves will come back this year. But we had no damage whatsoever that I can find. A couple days after that, quote, tornado, I just had to mow. The grass is getting so long, it's just growing like crazy. It does that here in the spring. And I was mowing down by my sewer lagoon, and it's real pretty down in there, and it's part of the yard, even though we don't really go down there. I mow that regular just because we've had trouble with the grasses and the tree roots and stuff messing with the fence around the lagoon. Well, I got myself stuck in my lawnmower. I had to walk back up to the house about 650 feet. Let's see, there's 300 feet in a football field, so over 2 football fields long. I had to walk back up, get my pickup, go back down, and pull that lawnmower out with my truck, then take the truck back up to the house and walk back down to where my mower was. What a pain in the patoot. I've been stuck before and I'll probably be stuck again. It's a good lawnmower though. It's one of those with the, it's called zero turn radius, and it's got sticks instead of a steering wheel, A lot of power and can go just about anywhere, but it will get stuck when you're up to mud about halfway up the wheels. It will. Now for the top 10 of 1972. That is the top 10 popular songs for the entire year of 1972. Number 10, The Candyman, Sammy Davis Jr. Number 9 by America, A Horse with No Name. Number 8, Without You, Harry Nilsson. Number 7, Let's Stay Together by Al Green. Number 6, Brandy, You're a Fine Girl, Looking Glass. Number 5 by Melanie, Brand New Key. Number 4 by Joe Tex, I Got You. Number 3, Alone Again, Naturally, Gilbert O'Sullivan. Number 2, The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face by Roberta Flack. And the number 1 song for the entire year of 1972, something people still sing, you can hear them singing it once in a while, by Don McLean, American Pie. Bye Bye, Miss American Pie. Something about a Chevy and a levee being kind of dry. Well, it isn't dry around here. It is so wet and the grass is growing. Now for another edition of Forky and Earl. Hey Forky, what are you doing? I'm taking these 3 books and I'm going home, Earl. What are you doing? I was wanting to know if you want to play basketball, Forky. Earl, remember you and me are in a book reading contest, and I've got to read these 3 books tonight so I can keep up with Dan. I'm 3rd place, Forky. Yeah, Earl, I know, and I'm not sure how you're doing it, because you're always playing basketball or electric football or baseball or wanting to goof around. I know, Forky. I like books just fine. I can read just fine, Forky. I know you can, Earl. I know you can. But it takes me a long time to read 3 books. I won't be done till morning, and I still have to sleep between now and then. Well, Forky, I hope you have fun reading your books. I guess I'll go home and watch some television. Earl, 6th grade is harder than you're acting like it is. Forky, I think I will pass the 6th grade.
Hey, Jim, can we do a show about Forky and Earl?
You want to do a show called Forky and Earl, just like what we did?
Yes, we do.
Okay, against my better judgment, I'll let you guys do it. Who's doing it here? Gitta, are you doing it?
Yes.
Gatta, are you going to participate?
No, I'm not.
Hadda, are you going to be part of this?
You know I am, Jim.
Okay, guys, let's hear it.
Hello, Forky. Hello, Earl. Well, now I've got to go, Forky. Me too, Earl. Goodbye, fish face. Goodbye, 4 eyes.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, that's Forky and Earl by the Munchies. I'm never going to let you guys do that again. Now for In Front of the TV. This week we're exploring The Wonder Years with Paul, Kevin, and Winnie. It's about a typical American middle-class neighborhood in the late 60s and early 70s. The narrator is the adult Kevin. It ran for 6 seasons between January 1988 and May 1993. Kevin was 12 to 17, almost 18 years old during this show, and it dealt with all the things that you can even imagine of that era. Vietnam, growing up, middle school and high school, family, and so very, very much. This is one of the very best television series I've ever watched. I've watched it in its entirety 3 times now, and I plan on watching it a fourth time before my days on this earth are over. I highly recommend it, and I give it 5 stars. Plus, it has the best music of any TV show I've ever watched. The Wonder Years. I know my title of this podcast episode is Treat Yourself Well, and this all came about yesterday. I was getting ready to go get a haircut. I went down to the town that had the tornado, and my barber was telling me where it tore things up, and she was very, very upset because a cemetery in that town that had wonderful big old trees just got torn to pieces. The trees all got knocked down and stuff. But I drove around. I drove up to that cemetery. She told me a church got hit, and by golly, it had. Blew the roof right off of it. Several businesses right south of her barber shop were hit. It looked like it was basically going to the east right there if you try to follow a path. Now, a lot of the roads were closed, and I really couldn't see anything, and I didn't want to get in anybody's way. I was just down that town to get a haircut, so then I went home and reported to headquarters what I had seen. Well, anyway, I wear a button-up shirt when I go to get a haircut, so I could put my hearing aids in my pockets. My old barber, I could set them on the counter, but this place, I'm not comfortable with that, so I put them in my pockets, plus put my glasses in my pockets. The shirt I basically wear in life anymore is just a t-shirt. I don't even like writing on them anymore, like Colorado, Grand Canyon, Royals, Chiefs, all that stuff. I don't do that. Just plain colored t-shirt, no pocket, no nothing. Well, it makes it kind of hard when I'm getting a haircut, so I started to put this one shirt on because I have a bunch of them for my working life, and I found that the buttons were hard to button. It'd probably been 5 or 6 years since I'd put this particular shirt on. I never thought that before when I used to wear it on a regular basis. I always kind of rotate my clothes, and that was the oldest non-dress-up shirt with buttons that were short sleeve that I had. You tired of hearing about me and my shirt? I had some notes. One was called Donut Monster, kind of like Cookie Monster, I guess. And when I wrote that down on my notes, the way I write my notes is on my notes on my phone, and I just open that app and hit the record button, and I just talk into it some of the ideas I have going on in my head so I don't forget them, because coming up with an idea for a podcast is not the easiest thing in the world. Well, I have no idea what Donut Monster meant. Talking about those making me hungry, I think I'll go find a donut. Just remember this, though. Time slips by in a blink of an eye. So every chance you get in this old life, be kind, be friendly, and give someone a smile. I'll be back next Wednesday. That is my plan. Now, if I can just come up with something to talk about. Peace out.